Hey guys, I want to show you this beautiful little plant here today. This is a Hoya Retusa. I bought her as a very small plant, or it might have been a cutting. Back in 620. I believe I got her off possibly Macari or Etsy or eBay. I don't know. I don't really remember. But she is growing really well for me now. I'm growing her under a 5000K LED light in my kitchen on my back counter. But she needs to be repotted. And I'm going to be putting her into this terracotta pot. Now, obviously this is a Hoya. Let me get rid of that soil. I have a very airy mixture with a lot of perlite that I'm going to be putting her into. And right now she is in a terracotta pot. I mean a plastic pot, but I want to get her over into a terracotta pot because I've been being really good about letting this dry all the way down, and I don't let it get completely dry down to where my leaves are, you know, puckering up or anything, but I'm kind of excited. I don't see any roots coming out of the bottom, but I'm just going to squeeze my pot, dump her gently. Well, she is sticking. She has been in this pot since I've had her, so. Okay, I gotta unstick some roots here. Put her on the bottom of my pot. There we go. Well, I guess all the soil is falling off, so we'll let it do that. I just watered her, about 4 or 5 days ago, I guess. She's got a pretty nice little root system. A lot better than what it was when I got her, but she was a lot smaller plant too. So I'm just gently filling her back in, and then I will rewater this plant when I get done. I want to make sure I got her centered. I don't know why I have such an issue with that some days, but I do. I will feel much better with her being in this terracotta pot, that is for sure. I have been babying her in that plastic and being really careful not to overwater her. But I just think that this plant is absolutely gorgeous. It kind of reminds me a lot of a Rhipsalis, just because of how the leaves are and they're so fine and delicate. Absolutely love it. And, well, okay, I think I need to start over here. Hold on, I'm going to redump my soil. I didn't get her quite down in there well enough. Oops. Alright, there we go. Make sure I'm watching what I'm doing here better. It's hard when you're making videos because you're trying to do what you're doing and watch the video camera to make sure that you're in focus and in view correctly. I am just going to tap some of my soil up here to the front. There we go. Now add add more right there. There, that looks good. Pretty. But yeah, I just love how delicate this plant is. It's so pretty. She's very cute. But now, like I said, I do grow her under a 5000K LED light. But she gets a lot of light. You just want her in a bright window. Now, I'm not sure about the sun with this Hoya. I know a lot of Hoyas can take it and they'll turn like a purpley red. I'm not sure about this plant doing that because the leaves are so thin and skinny. I don't know. I don't think I'd want to chance that with this, you know, particular plant. If any of you guys have this plant and you know, let everybody and me know. Because I'm not real sure I'd want to put her in super high light because she might just, these leaves are just so skinny and little. And I feed mine fish emulsion just about every time that I water. Bright light, let it dry down before you water again, but don't let your plants pucker up and get wrinkly before you decide to water them, because that puts a lot of stress on your plant. And when you do that, the plant has to work harder because it's drying up the moisture from the roots, and then instead of doing what it should be doing, which is growing your roots, growing your foliage, when you let your plants dry down and they're puckering, like I've seen a lot of people say, I don't agree with that, because you're stressing your plant out, and then it has to work harder. All that moisture and all that energy goes back into plumping your leaves back up. So, yeah, I do not like doing that, and I don't agree with that concept, but, you know, it's easy enough to know when your plant needs a drink. You can lift it and see. You can stick your finger down as far as it can go. You can use a moisture meter. You know, you don't have to wait for your plant to pucker to tell you, hey, I'm thirsty, because it is a lot of stress. So, bright light, very bright light for Hoya. Let her dry down enough before she gets puckery, and give her some food. And Hoyas are so easy to take care of. I've never seen the flowers on this. I will look it up and put it in the beginning of my video on my picture that I always do. And right now I'm going to water her in really good. I'm just going to water until I see moisture, because this soil was really dry. Until I see water coming out of my drip tray. And here it comes. And that's going to be enough for now. And I'm also going to give her a spray. She is dusty. And if this doesn't do it, I could take her in and spray her in my shower. Dusty little plant. Dusty house. But now what I'm going to do in this, with the drip tray, you can see that there is water down here in the drip tray. I am going to let this sit and soak all this water up, because that soil was so dry. And the terracotta pot, you can see it's wet down here, but it's dry up here. So terracotta, and you gotta figure the thickness of the pot. I like to let mine soak up as much water as it can take. And then, like, say, you know, I don't know, sometimes I walk away and let them sit for an hour or two. You know, and then if I come back later and the water's all gone, fine, I'll go take her and put her back where she needs to be, or I'll go ahead and dump my tray. But, alrighty, I am going to let you guys go, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Peace.